all the same, as we said before, it gives other nations the opportunity, the chance to also participate in what's the biggest showpiece, because it's the biggest showpiece in world football, talking about the World Cup. And also, though they'll make money
it's
from it.
It's the biggest sporting event in the world. Yes, the world. I know the Olympics, but the Olympics is multi-sports. But if you are talking about the biggest single sporting event, it is the FIFA World Cup.
And that is one World Cup that every country would like to participate, whether they get through to get through the first round or not. But just to qualify for the World Cup and just be regarded as a World Cup participant, I think is a huge honor for every country. So with this, I think it gives other country the chance, and also FIFA will make money, no doubt. But for Gianni Infantino to say he's going to set a rebrand FIFA and all that when it comes to corruption and all that, so I don't think I will agree with what the body is saying, that they are going to make money grabber and all that. No, it's not going to be like that. But until after that first World Cup, then they can sit around the table and assess it and look at every areas to see if they really gets a whole lot of money from it that was not utilized very well, or if FIFA have embezzled money and all that. But now that the proposal has just been approved, I think they should just sit and watch and see how it's going to pan out. But all the same, I think it's for the benefit of all the countries that are involved in sports, to participate in the World Cup. That's what Infantino is looking at. All
right, we told you about the League Cup game between Manchester United and Hull City. Manchester United won 2-0. Today we'll have Liverpool playing against Southampton. The match will be played at St. Mary's Stadium, so Liverpool will be away. Just the first leg of the semi-final, and after seeing what Manchester United did yesterday, let's see what Liverpool are going to do today. But in England was not the only place where they had cup games. Yeah, they had in France, in Italy, and in Spain.
Yeah, they had in France. In France, it was a 1-1. Monaco versus Sochaux, but the game entered the penalty shootout, and Monaco won that game. Yeah. 4-3. Yeah, and penalty. Then also Nancy went to Nantes, and they got a 2-0 victory over Nantes, and that also gets them a qualification to the next round. And in Italy, it was a 3-1 victory for Napoli.
Yeah, there's the Coppa Italia.
The Coppa Italia, yeah, they defeated Spezia, 3-1 with former Sunderland midfielder, talking about Gianni Emanuele Giaccherini scoring the winner. He came in as a substitute and scored that winner. And for the Coppa del Rey, well, it was a shocking one, but the goal from Antoine Griezmann, saw Atletico Madrid to the next round. They progressed to the next round, though they lost yesterday 3-2 to visiting Las Palmas. But their first leg, which they won 2 goals to nil, really helped them 4-3 on aggregate to progress to the next round. It was a very, very shocking one. Atletico Madrid, who defeated Eibar in the Premier in this La Liga, they lost at home to Las Palmas. So it's one of those things. But all the same, that Griezmann's goal, helped them through. And I really gave Griezmann that thumbs up for him to fly to Zurich for the awards, then came back and was it was listed, and also he got a goal just to show that yes, he deserved to be in the short list. And even if he had made the FIFA first 11, he also deserved to be there. And yesterday he got a goal, 3 goals in 2017. I think it's very, very fantastic for Antoine Griezmann. All
right, in the French League Cup today we'll have Bordeaux, who will take on Guingamp. Bordeaux will be at home. We also will have Paris Saint-Germain. They are going to host Metz. These are quarterfinal fixtures in the French League Cup. And talking about, can still call it cup competition, but it's just a one-off. In Nigeria, we'll have the champions of the Nigerian Professional Football League, Rangers International. They will be taking on FC Fanyuba, the winners of the FA Cup in what is called the Charity
Cup. It's going to be a tough one, and if you look at it, both teams played in the Super 4, though they played the draw in the Super 4. But this time around, Rangers International, they are looking forward to having the better side, getting the better side of over FC Fanyuba. Well, it's going to be very, very tight because here you have Rafael Everton back for FC Fanyuba, not like when they had Kenichi Yasuhashi, the Japanese, and it's going to be a different ball game tonight, and they are going to show champion stuff, in that game. But all the same, whoever gets to win that game, I would say is well deserved, because if you look at it, for both of them to qualify for the continent this season is not a fluke. And if you look at it, both sides, they are well equipped, but Rangers should be brimming with confidence, just the fact that they won their first major trophy after so many years. So it's going to be a very, very tight one. But all the same, as I said before, whoever gets to win, I would say is well deserved.
Okay. Very soon we'll be giving you the numbers to send us your text message to. I know many of you have it, but we are going to mention it very soon. But for now, let's go to other sports and tell you that in athletics, the president of the IAAF, Lord Sebastian Coe, he will be recalled by the Culture, Media and Sports Select Committee, that's of the United Kingdom, after the members of parliament, they had evidence that undermined his comments to them in December 2015. In December 2015, he was called to explain certain things to the committee, and he told them that he was unaware of specific cases of corruption before they became public in December 2014. But former athlete who was a former 10,000 meters world record holder, Dave Bedford, said he had contacted Coe about Russian athlete Lilia Shubukova in August of that year. Now, Bedford added that he spoke to Coe about a related matter on November 21, 2014. Now, you recall that allegations of state-sponsored doping by Russia and cover-ups involving officials at the sports world governing body that's talking about the IAAF, they were revealed in a documentary by German broadcaster ARD on December 3, 2014. And this is when Coe, who was elected IAAF president in August 2015, said he became aware of specific allegations, that what he has had before was just, general allegations that these people are corrupt and all that, but that he only became aware, like the rest of us, when this German broadcaster made it public. But from what Dave Bedford is saying, Coe was aware much earlier.
Yeah, he was aware, and Bedford said he was surprised, and disappointed that, Coe had not opened his emails, sent since August, which provided details of alleged extortion from the marathon runner. So
a bit like Maria Sharapova.
Well, all the same, I think it's good for top officer holders like this, to do what is right in order for them to set the record straight. Because if Coe, who was elected in 2015, says he was aware, of the allegation, I think he should have done what is right. And in his evidence to the committee, but he said he forwarded Bedford's emails, to the IAAF, then recently formed ethics board, without reading them or opening the attachment. But
more and more like Maria Sharapova, who did not really open the emails because she said she was not aware that there was a message. A message about meldonium being banned.
Yeah, I think it's high time for top officials like this, to open whichever email is sent to them, to know what is in it, in order for them not to find themselves in hot water, and at the end of the day they'll start saying, I made a mistake for not opening the email. But all the same, I think they should resolve it. It should just resolve it with the members of parliament and see and move on.
Well, Damian Collins, who's the chair of the select committee, he said he wanted Coe to come back before the committee because Bedford's evidence raised clear and important question about Coe's knowledge of the allegations. And that's, it is really troubling if Bedford insists that he contacted Coe and Coe was aware. And
he did nothing about it.
Yes, and he even gave, false evidence to the committee. So that's what is really getting at them. They want to know exactly what they want to know exactly what happened. All right, we'll go over now to professional wrestling and tell you a bit of what happened in the WWE last night. We had SmackDown. Yes, yesterday was on Tuesday, so there was Tuesday night SmackDown. Now, the show opened with a segment that's called the Ambrose Asylum. Now, Dean Ambrose, he got into a feud with The Miz, and there really has to be this feud has been brewing, particularly since Dean Ambrose beat The Miz to become the Intercontinental Champion for the second time. Now, Dean Ambrose came in for an installment of the Ambrose Asylum. That is his segment. He also brought a gator head with him, and he started cracking funny jokes. Now, his guests were The Miz and his wife, Maryse. Miz and Dean Ambrose went into an insult session, but then Ambrose pulled out a participation award for The Miz, and he announced that he's got an award for The Miz, and it is for participating in the Ambrose. It was a participation award for The Miz. So The Miz got angry and he attacked Dean Ambrose, and he got the better of him. Then he wanted to allow his wife Maryse to slap Dean Ambrose face. And you recall that I told you about somebody that Dean Ambrose was dating, that the maids told the whole world, come on, you are saying that this guy is getting under my skin, that I'm getting under your skin. What about that? You should know about Dean Ambrose, because you are the one who's sleeping with him. And she slapped, that's talking about Renee Young, she slapped The Miz. So apparently The Miz wanted his own woman to slap Dean Ambrose, but Dean Ambrose got out of the way, and instead Maryse slapped her husband instead. Maryse and The Miz are married in real life. Then Dean Ambrose hit The Miz with Dirty Deeds and he left the ring. Then there was a fight between Kalisto and Dolph Ziggler, and we know that Dolph Ziggler has turned heel. He turned heel last week, and I've explained this thing about being a heel and being a babyface. A babyface is the good guy, the one that the fans are always behind. Then the heel is the bad guy, the one that the fans are usually against. But there have been some heels that are even more beloved than the faces, or the baby faces. When The Rock was a heel, he was much loved. The Undertaker was a heel, they loved him. Stone Cold Steve Austin was a heel, he was loved, and all that. Even Hollywood Hulk Hogan, when he became Hollywood Hulk Hogan, he was a heel, but he was really much loved. Anyway, Dolph Ziggler has become heel, so he fought against Kalisto. Kalisto was able to beat him, but then Dolph Ziggler attacked Kalisto after the fight, after Kalisto had won. He attacked him with a chair and everything. So Apollo Crews came into the ring to attempt to help Kalisto, and Dolph Ziggler attacked him as well. Now, the tag team champions, SmackDown tag team champions, this is another fight. SmackDown tag team champions, American Alpha, they defeated the Wyatt family, and this fight was really interesting, but then there seems to be serious problems brewing in the Wyatt family. Randy Orton and Luke Harper have been at loggerheads for some time now, and everything got really complicated last night, because it was a kind of interference from Luke Harper that enabled American Alpha to beat the Wyatt family, and it was Randy Orton who was pinned for the victory. So Randy Orton got really angry, and he and Luke Harper got into an argument. Bray Wyatt attempted to come in between them to resolve the issue, and Luke Harper attempted to hit Randy Orton with a super kick, but instead he floored Bray Wyatt. So you see all sorts of problems coming up with the Wyatt family. They left the ring without the issues being resolved, so we'll have to wait and see what will happen. Now, the WWE also announced that Alexa Bliss, she will take on Becky Lynch in a steel cage match next week. that is for the women's title. Alexa Bliss is the champion, so she's going to take on Becky Lynch in a steel cage match. And steel cage matches or Hell in a Cell, they are not very common with women. I think the first time that we had a pay-per-view Hell in a Cell match for the women was when Sasha Banks, she was the champion then, and she took on the daughter of Ric Flair, Charlotte, and Charlotte won that fight. Then in another match yesterday, Carmella beats a jobber. Jobber is somebody who just, not a recognized wrestler, just comes in and she gets squashed for an easy win. So we had Carmella beating one unknown wrestler. Then the main event, John Cena, the franchise, the face that runs the place. I told you some time ago that he's back, and he said that, and look, this is my time. My time is now era. So he took on the guy they call the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, and John Cena won that fight, applying the attitude adjustment on Baron Corbin. And remember that at the Royal Rumble, John Cena is going to have a match against the WWE champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. He was on commentary last night, as he was at ringside running commentaries, but he did not get involved in the fight. So, main events last night, John Cena defeating Baron Corbin. The Royal Rumble is going to come up on the 29th of January. That would be in Houston, Texas. So we are looking forward to some great matches. And the Royal Rumble, one of the most exciting because it's so unpredictable. You don't know who's going to come in when the countdown. It's usually 10 seconds when they start counting down from 10, and it goes down to 0. There's this buzzer, and somebody comes into the ring. But already we know that some people will be in the Royal Rumble. We know that Brock Lesnar will be there. The Undertaker announced on Monday Night Raw that he will be in the Royal Rumble. Goldberg will also be in the Royal Rumble. So we're going to have some great matches. But there are usually some surprises in the Royal Rumble. And you know how the Royal Rumble works? It's like a battle royale. The only way you can remain in the ring is by throwing others over the top rope. Once you do that, you will stay until somebody throws you out. So there are usually 30 men in the Royal Rumble. The last man remaining in the ring after every other person has been tossed over the top rope is declared the winner. You're listening to Sports Fiesta 92.7 KUFM Benin City. We'll take a quick break and the program will continue. All right, welcome back to Sports Fiesta 92.7 KUFM Benin City with me, Salih Ibrahim and Ewosa Aigbekan, the Sports Maestro. Well, we know that sadly, John Mikel Obi, the captain of the Super Eagles, has moved on to China. He joined Tianjin Teda. I don't know why he didn't join Shanghai, Shenhua, and some of those other bigger clubs out there where he will make big money. Anyway, the money he's making is also huge. £140,000 for a 29-year-old is huge. But when you consider what Carlos Tevez is making, over £600,000, it is just mind-boggling. Oscar, who was in the same club with John Mikel Obi at Chelsea, will be earning about £400,000 and all that. So there's just stupendous money in China at the moment. Anyway, John Mikel Obi now in China. I don't know how often Nigerians will get to see him play because the Chinese league, with all the money and all that, it has not really been on air in countries like Nigeria. We hope that they settle that quickly, just the way we get to watch the English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the Italian Serie A, the French Ligue 1, the German Bundesliga. That's how I know very soon we'll be watching the Chinese Super League, particularly when they succeed in getting all the other big players to move. Well, Salisu Yusuf, coach of the Super Eagles. Yeah, when we say coach, we know that Janet Roy is still there. Yeah, they say technical advisor. We know Janet Roy is actually the coach, but in terms of the nomenclature, Salisu Yusuf is coach of the Super Eagles. Well, he said that Mikel's position is not under any threat.
Yeah, I think he's right. Despite the fact that he moved to Asia, even when everyone thought he's going to remain in Europe, and I decided to move to Asia where the money, is very, very big right now. But all the same, I don't think it would affect him. He's the captain of the Super Eagles. Even at the time when he was not playing for Chelsea, he was still giving his 100% each time he scored to play for the Super Eagles. So he's the captain, and the former Nasarawa United coach talking about Salisu said his place is not under any threat. And to me, if you look at it, I don't think it's under any threat. We have players who play their trade in China, and they also make their first team in their national team.
Paulinho is a good example.
Yeah,
he plays in China
and he plays
for Brazil.
For Tottenham before, and everyone thought he's going to remain in England.
And he now plays. He still plays for Brazil. They invite him. So if Brazil, the most successful footballing nation in the world, can invite a player based in China, why shouldn't the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Well, maybe many will be scared that the Super League is not as competitive. Fine, it's not that competitive.
Yeah, but there was a time when Aaron Samuel was there and he was
he was making the Super Eagles, and he was doing well. So to me, I don't think Mikel's place will be under any threat except for injury reasons. But if he's fit, I think Mikel will always do well on 100% anytime, any day. I even remember when he was having issue between Manchester United and Chelsea concerning his transfer. He went to the under-20 FIFA World Cup, and it helped it helped Nigeria get to the finals before they lost to Lionel Messi inspired side. So Mikel is one player that wherever he plays, whether a major league or a minor league, but when each time he done that Super Eagles.
Yeah, but the thing is, most of his career, he's been in a major league. Apart from when he played for Lyn Oslo, which was briefly, and after that, he came to England, and he's been in Chelsea ever since. Nigerians could see him every week. And now the question is, when we are not seeing him,
how are we going to rate him?
Yes, how do we know how good he is and all that?
Well, all the same, but each time it comes to Nigeria to play for Nigeria, well, his performance will determine how far he's going, how far he's making it in China. Though it's a young team, Tianjin Teda, but I think his experience will also help that very club. It will also boost their morale and their confidence, because he has that leadership qualities, and he has seen it all. When it comes to playing in Europe, playing for Chelsea, he has won a whole lot of medals. When it comes to winning the medal in the Olympic, he has got it. So for me, Mikel, signing for Tianjin Teda is a big plus for the club, and it will also improve the club and also help Super Eagles to get the ticket to Russia 2018.
Yeah, and for those saying that Mikel or any other serious player should not be going to China, I really do not think it's right, because a couple of years ago, the English Premier League, it was later it became the English Premier League, when it was the old Division 1. It was not much of a league. Then people were talking about the Italian Serie A and some other leagues, not the English league. But when money was pumped in and it became the English Premier League, everything just changed. And the whole world right now is talking about the English Premier League. So who says with all the money that the Chinese are pumping into their league, it will not, in a couple of years' time, maybe 10 years' time, be giving the English Premier League, the German Bundesliga, the Spanish La Liga, the French Ligue 1, and other top leagues a run for their money?
Yeah, sure. In the next 10 years, even before 10 years, as you said, because now we are seeing big shots, leaving Europe, to play for China, whether because of the money or just to boost the league. But all the same, the Chinese, they have a plan. Now they know that in the space of 5, 10, 12 years, then they'll be giving these top leagues a top 5. By the time you see top players, hitting China to play for their Chinese, even top managers managers right now are hitting China to play, to coach.
Top referees are also saying they might
they
go
they
if
might
they are
go.
invited.
So by the time you put all this together, you see that it will boost the Chinese league. And right now, even Mikel we are talking about, instead of him taking time off for rest, after his medicals and all that, he joined his teammates in Malaga because he wants to.
Yeah, there's this newfound sense of responsibility with Mikel since he became the captain of the Super Eagles. That's what he's been doing for Nigeria. In the past, we'll be wondering, will he come, will he not come? But these days, once the list is out and the clubs give them, release them to go for international matches, Mikel is one of the first to arrive camp, and I've heard so many good things about him. They said even in the planes, you see Mikel going around, talking to everybody, shaking hands, asking, are you okay? Really playing the role of a captain. All right, Sports Fiesta continues after this very short break. Do not go anywhere. When we return, we'll be reading your messages.
Glory to the Lord, to the Lord.
It is the gathering of God's generals across the land as the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria Incorporated presents our 14th National Biennial Conference. Theme, From Glory to Glory. Date, from Tuesday 7 to Thursday night, February 2017. Time, Tuesday 7, 4 p.m., Wednesday 8 and Thursday night morning session, 6 a.m., then evening session, 4 p.m. daily. Venue, UBTH Ground, Ugbo, Lagos Road, Benin City, Edo State. Bringing God's word to you in this conference are Reverend Dr. Maokbai, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, Bishop Mike Okonkwo, Pastor Ayo Orise Jafo, Pastor W.F. Kumoyi, Archbishop Dausa, Bishop David Oyedepo, Pastor Paul Adefarasin, Reverend Dr. Mercy Ezekiel, other anointed ministers of the gospel. Chief host, Reverend Dr. Phyllis Amabode, National President PFM. There will be a special youth impartation service on Wednesday, February 8th at 9 a.m. There will also be free transportation from glory to glory. Local organizing committee announcer.
All right, welcome back to Sports Fiesta 92.7 KUFM Benin City. Time for us to read your messages. And remember, today is Wednesday, so we are not going to be doing 1 hour, just about 40 minutes. This one actually came in yesterday, and he said commercially, the country that hosts will benefit in the new arrangement. Yes, the country will benefit, but does Africa has the infrastructure to host a 48th nation World Cup? That's the question we were asking yesterday. But as I said, I'm sure South Africa should be able to. Morocco, they have bidded to host the World Cup a very long time ago. Way back 98, they were already bidded. So maybe they've got the facilities. Who knows? Maybe Egypt could say they also want to host. Nigeria could also host the World Cup, but we'll have to build almost everything from scratch, because the only stadium, maybe just two, that right now you could say, okay, we'll conveniently host World Cup matches. I recall when FIFA came, was it in 2009, just before the 2009 FIFA Under-17 World Cup, at the National Stadium Abuja, they were saying, look, this could be a World Cup stadium. And I'm like, this is our best stadium, and you are not saying it is a World Cup stadium. You are saying this might pass as a World Cup. Maybe from the way the FIFA official was talking is that will just host, a group match in the World Cup. All right, this one says morning sports Zeus. I believe Rooney scoring his 250th goal against Liverpool will make more sense. You guys are awesome for your work. You can't believe how Edo citizens are extremely happy for all what KUFM is doing. More grace to your elbow. Destiny from USA. Thank you very much, Destiny. And we are also happy that the Edo people have accepted us, and we have also embraced them. We hope that we are part of one big happy family. Thank you. Good day, Magai Ibrahim. Please, as Chelsea signed Fernando Llorente of Swansea City, please give me info about it. Robinson from up Chelsea. Well, the rumors is that Antonio Conte wants a swap deal with Swansea. Well, we do not know whether it will work or not, but that's what we're hearing. Morning, my sports teacher. Well done to FIFA for voting for the right things, and to you people for what you done for Gento's request when he lost his father. This shows that you people are the best. God bless you all. Happy New Year, Haji. Thank you. Good morning, Sports General Soga Ibrahim. Last week, you go China, na Oga Francis. I know, say next week it go be Oga Egosa. The introduction of 48 teams by FIFA president in the World Cup is a good development and will give Africans the chance of winning the World Cup. From KC Money Dumes Road. Okay, thank you. Well, Francis, his voice is really not good. Even me, you can see that I'm struggling. You know, the weather these days is terrible, and it affects the voice. So we are just struggling. So I hope that very soon Francis' voice will be clear enough for him to come on air. Good morning, KUFM. Please, how Chinese clubs make their money? I don't understand. They are really spending money in football. Kanu from Adolo. All right, Miguel playing in China is no big deal. After all, Zambian skipper won the AFCON in 2012 while playing in China. From Ken, Jamaica. Okay. Lionel Messi will destroy Athletic Bilbao today. Ambrose from Benin. All right. So those are the messages. Also quickly, can we take the NBA results? We've got just 2 minutes to do that.
All right, Washington Wizards defeated Chicago Bulls 101 to 99 points, and Brooklyn Nets also lost, to Atlanta Hawks 97 to 117 points. Then Toronto Raptors defeated Boston Celtics 114 points to 106, while Houston Rockets also defeated Charlotte Hornets 121 to 114. Then San Antonio Spurs lost to Milwaukee Bucks 107 to 109 points, while Utah Jazz defeated Cleveland Cavaliers 100 to 92 points. Golden State Warriors also enjoyed a 107 point win over Miami Heat, who got 95 points. Then LA Lakers lost to Portland Trail Blazers 86.